Alrighty then. See what kind of trouble we can get into today. While I wait for my friends to join.
Looking for little old me? Yes? What?
Something on your mind? Of course.
You called. I see. And why do you think this? It's a wonder why you even... I am hardly so... Very well. As...
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I don't know how I feel about my... Yeah. To the Magi circle.
Indeed.
Yes.
Did I bring Alistair? Yeah, he's a Templar.
Indeed.
I don't want to bring Shale along. Gallenhead Docks. Or not.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers.
Is this a
Let's go
Superman
home,
reference?
Mother, and raise the tyke as our own.
Is that a Superman reference?
I will never get over how quietly you are able to move.
It took me years and years to learn, and even then I am not the best at it.
So you didn't sneak around when spying?
We all have
How very...
blood and damnation.
Fillet can make it look like a giant phallus.
Something on your mind?
Indeed.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me? Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
More enemies ahead!
And stay down!
Very well.
A bit disappointing. Wait, am I? Hang on a second. Apparently I'm on easy. How did I get on easy? One on easy.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry. The Collective is a self-policing guild of mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the Chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet. Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every maker.
It shall be done.
A little something extra.
Very well.
Well, look at this. I remember taking you across when you left with that fella Duncan. And now you're a Grey Warden. My pap used to tell me stories about them. Templars took the boat. I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester, we got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my grandmum she was. I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic, but the tower's always got something to do with magic. Don't look at me. I told you, I'm not the ferryman no more. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy. You're too kind. Your type don't usually give my type the time of day.
For you, I'd do anything.
I shall do it. As you say.
We're all friends here. Work together.
Very well.
Ha! Water down ale, damp beds, rickety stools, water drinking piece.
I could do that for you.
Do it.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you? Of course. What would you like?
Good day. Good day. Good day.
Talk to her?
Good day.
Okay.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it. So I'm not good enough for you. Fine. See if you get into the tower on your own. Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point. He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now? Come along, I suppose.
That was easier than I thought.
Consent.
Uh-oh. That's not good. I hope that saved. The game crashed. And it did not save. Amazing.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
That's great.
It's a...
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head.
What business would the mighty... Oh? What is this?
And now you're a Grey Warden. Templars took the boat. And then he puts Carol in charge of my... If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the towers... Gregor's told me to stay...
I represent a collective of mages next to me.
I shall do it.
Take this.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Yes, my friend?
Good day, and welcome to the...
Good day.
This time I'm gonna be smart. Smarts.
You would like something?
How very fitting that they would build a prison for mages in the middle of a lake.
You're not looking to get across. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, so I'm not good enough for you. Oh, really? You think Gregor would be... He's the big guy. Well, you... Come...
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray. I don't have time to entertain visitors. Well, look who's back. A proper Grey Warden now, are we? Glad you're not dead. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. We were too complacent. First Jowan, now this. Don't think I've forgotten your role in Jowan's escape. I can only hope that someday Jowan gets what he deserves. But right now I have other pressing concerns. We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and Mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee. They took us by surprise. We were prepared for 1 or 2 abominations, not the horde that fell upon us. I would destroy the tower, raze it to the ground. But I cannot risk more of my men. The doors remain shut, and they will protect us for now. Not just mages, but my Templars also. I had no choice. The abominations must be contained at all costs. We do not mean for the doors to stay closed forever. Everything in the tower must be eliminated. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the Right of Annulment.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again. If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing. I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one. If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal. Perhaps that is best.
They'll rip you apart and eat
I
you
don't
from
want
the
to
inside.
die.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last. We need the abominations, and if you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
Yeah, buddy. I'll buy the backpack. Wow. I want that, but I can't afford that. Okay, I want this unruly blessing plus 81 gold. I want it. That's too good to pass up. Oh man, and you got the staff of the Magister Lord. Selling this would give me just. and I don't want to get rid of Duncan's sword. I don't have a lot of people at strength, too. I don't want to get a dragon armor. Don't. I don't want to. I'll be able to come back. I don't think I'll ever be able to have the match. So good, but it's just not happening.
As I recall, shutting the door and throwing away the key was definitely the Templar plan B.
So the mages are all locked within?
Yes, was there something else you wanted? This must be resolved quickly. If you can destroy the abominations, I will pledge my men to your cause in return. We have nothing. I have heard the tower holds many valuable artifacts. I expect we'll have to... A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no... I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it... May Andraste...
Maker, have mercy
Very well.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Allow me. I could do that for you.
I shall do it. Very well. It is begun.
You've returned to the tower? Why did the Templars let you through? Are you here to warn us? I see you still care about the Circle and our tower. Unfortunately, the Circle is in grave danger.
Hello?
They
Hello there.
have the right of annulment.
How goes it?
So Gregor
Alright, I
thinks
guess.
the Circle is
Well, that's
beyond
good.
hope. He probably
Well, that's good.
right,
I'm just streaming Dragon Age right now.
to stand against them.
Nice.
I'm waiting for everybody else to show up.
Well, I'd messaged you because I didn't know if you were busy
anyone
tonight because I
could
was going to ask
survive.
if you wanted to chat wrestling tonight.
I didn't even see it because I started streaming.
It's
alright.
Because I have it set to where
erected a barrier
Streamlabs
over
mutes
the door
everything.
leading to the rest of the tower,
Yeah, yeah.
so nothing from inside could attack.
I didn't even know Aaron messaged
You
me.
will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel
cool.
it if you join with me.
I mean, I
to
can
save
if you
the
want.
Circle.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes. Even if we cannot eliminate all
up
the
to you.
demons and
I mean, I'm not
abominations,
gonna
It's up to you.
together we could lead
I'm not
the
going to take you away
survivors
from your
out.
stream.
Once Gregor sees that we have made
You
the
already
tower
have.
safe, I trust he will tell his
No.
men to back down. He is not unreasonable. Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving. Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children. No, I know the tower, and I know what we face. And if the Circle is indeed lost...
You want us to assist this preachy... They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle. Mindless. Now their masters have... I could be here had my mother not shielded me from the Templars, so I am to show sympathy. My mother often said that things are the way they are because they could not have been any other way. I always questioned this. Do what you wish. I care not.
Petra? Kenan?
Wyn, are you sure you're all right?
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm. Your confidence is refreshing. If you are... Indeed.
Yes.
Of course.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna have to get me a picture of Jay Lethal in a suit.
Oh no.
Why?
Jay Lethal in a suit. That's the future right there.
Well, him and MVP are doing the whole thing with the network, remember?
Mm.
I've got Monty Brown on roster, and he's wrestled for me once. Because immediately after hiring him, he had to go to rehab. You know who the future actually is in my roster.
I remember quite a bit of your roster.
My current star and my future. Mortis.
Beautiful.
Started as Canyon, and then slowly became Mortis. Which, if I recall, you really enjoyed how I did that.
Why don't you?
Where I had... Because I had him come back as Mortis after losing to Lesnar a couple of times. Canyon had the belt, and then Mortis had the belt, so he's had the world title twice now. But as Canyon, it was literally he won it, then lost it. I also made him a 2-time United States champion. which is nice. Do you remember what his pop was at?
Like 95.
Straight 100s.
Shit.
All through the United States, and then Canada he has 90s. The only place that he's really not over is like Europe and India. He's still kind of over in Australia and stuff, but not nearly as over because I don't have coverage in those areas.
As you say.
That's not awesome.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
What's the other names that he would go under?
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay. Be prepared for anything. Are you ready?
What would
the what?
I'm trying to figure out what name Connor went under. Also, what you're telling me is I had extra pictures that I don't have anymore. Great.
Yeah, but are you ready?
I shall do it.
Are you ready for a good time?
I mean, I could go for a good time.
Are you ready?
You got old Scott Hall, dude.
Is that his new name? Old Scott Hall, dude?
Yeah, dude. You got Shinsuke, the Stampede Kid, which was TJ Wilson.
Very well.
Sting's super over right now. Do you remember the last thing I had Sting do? Like in terms of
Not to my knowledge. What did you have him do? Because I don't remember.
let me see if I remember. Wait. Did I? I feel like... Am I missing part of my history here? Wait. Okay, what pay-per-view am I building up to? Lockout 2005. Okay. Okay, so I think I remember now. I had lost progress, I think.
It is begun.
Because I think I had booked for a while. And then I guess I lost my save because this has where I had already done Spring Stampede 2005.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
I shall do it.
I have to look it up. Summoning Sciences.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Because the last pay-per-view that this says that I did was Sin. And that was the Burned Alive match, which I definitely did shit after the Burned Alive match. I think I had lost progress in my save. I just now signed Brian Myers. Yeah.
Very well.
As you say.
Cruiserweights became a big thing like 99, right?
Yeah, 98, 99.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because they actually started to push them. Okay. So, I'm not exactly where I was at, but that's fine. I can get back to where I was at. I'd have to remember storylines and shit. Oh yeah, do you remember the start of my game? Where it was Dustin and Dusty? Where Dusty was putting over Dustin?
Yeah. Didn't you put them together now? Aren't they working together?
I think they're back together, yeah.
Man, this is overly complicated.
Because it ran until October. Because at the pay-per-view in October, or no, it ran until October because we had Super Brawl? Yeah. Super Brawl is where Dustin faced Dusty in a cage match. And then Callis announced the main event, and that's when Hall and Lesnar had their match, where Callis was talking about Brock Lesnar and everything. Because originally Lesnar joined to be with Don Callis and all that. And then on the shows, because Raven was champion, but Raven was never in the main event because Lesnar was getting the main event push. And then at the Fall Brawl pay-per-view, Brock Lesnar didn't get the main event, and then got mad at Callis, and then Canyon defeated Raven in that main event. Because that's when I made that picture for Fall Brawl with Raven and Canyon on it. And that's when Callis was calling Canyon his chosen champion or whatever, and all that shit. Yeah, the reason why I asked about my save is because there was a guy that contacted me and had asked me if if I had my save because he's doing a thing where he's
As you say.
asking people to
Very well.
see like their saves and stuff because he wanted to see how people booked shit, but without any context. So he would go in and see how they book their stuff, and he was just curious on how people booked everything. It was always weird to me that they had a pay-per-view called World War III.
Yeah. Not exactly an ideal pay-per-view name.
Yeah, because after the fourth time of it being called World War III, it's weird.
Ooh, you feel that? Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
I think the next pay-per-view we might do is
Owain. You remember, I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
Sin.
Of course, I am defenseless, and if I ran into one, I would surely perish. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
Let's do...
I would prefer
Let's
not
do
to
mayhem.
die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way. I do not know. But
that protects from mind domination.
I do.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. We should find Niall.
I wish you luck. Please do not draw attention to me.
It is begun.
I would like to remain in one piece.
So it's either I do this... It's either I do this save, or I might do a modern save with AEW or something.
What are we doing?
Have you thought about it?
The tower was.
So the newest New World Chronicles.
Sorry, what?
The newest New World Chronicles is from the beginning of this month.
Correct.
Okay.
I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction.
And
we were just trying to free
there's
ourselves.
2 sections of
Aldred
graphics.
told us that the
Jesus
Circle would
criminy.
support Logain. Don't you remember what it was like living here? The Templars watching. Always watching. We thought someone always has to...
Nothing is worth what you...
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs. What else can I do? I'm trapped here. Thank you. The Maker wish.
It shall be done.
I like having internet download manager, dude.
Speeding up?
Yeah, it makes the download so much
you
quicker.
say.
Because Google Chrome kind of throttles your connection a little bit. Whereas with an actual download manager, you can have it do it just direct download. So, what is...
I'll book with you. I don't know how much time you have. I'll book with you. Just let me finish the Magi circle of this, and then I'll play.
As you say.
Okay. We can go to our modern save.
Task?
Is that cool with you?
I don't care.
Immediately.
Kind of do want to do our modern.
What the fuck?
It is a fine thing we've done.
Very well.
Back here. Where was the other place that we would get skins for
the
TW?
demon's gone. Is it safe? I don't want... If you're sure...
EWDV, I think.
Oh. Ah, yeah. Yes. Oh, I have a crick in my back and my bum's gone numb. Oh, Godwin. Mage of the Circle of Ferelden. At your service. Oh, not as pleased as I am that you came along when you did. There were demons everywhere. Block. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while. And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what... Thank you again for saving.
Was it 2018? No, 2016 that had the AEW one?
What do you mean?
The AEW skin?
I do not remember.
There must be something left.
2020 AEW skin. We have an AEW skin. I'll just use one of these. Yes.
I shall do it.
I honestly don't remember.
It doesn't matter all that much. Like we were talking about last time, I think I am gonna do the idea like you said, where take one of my shows and make them the main show, and then the other one will be like a quote-unquote B show, where Raw has the main star power, and SmackDown will be the show that's got a shorter show, more wrestling.
Kind of like my Rampage to your, yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, it would make more sense for them to compete with the same time frame. I have an hour of television on Friday, you have an hour of television on Friday. Type of thing. Wait a minute. I have to You have the newest update, right?
I have the what?
You have the newest update for TEW?
No.
Where did you download
The latest update you had to grab from the tech support area.
As you say.
Because you want to know what one I'm currently on?
How far back?
1.09.
You're a little ways.
Well, it's because that's the one that's on the website is...
Yeah, you have to go to the tech support area and download it.
It's also on TWDB. Because I think we're on 1.38.
Do with their time here?
I'm not 100% sure on that, but I would assume that that would be...
There we go. That's a staff. Hey, okay, yeah. Finally, I get a proper staff after how long of gameplay? I finally get a proper staff.
It's been so long since I've played that game.
Here, but
Dragon Age?
Too much to hope.
Yeah.
So good. I'm playing through all of them, so I'm like super excited. Alistair just leveled up. Scrap of papers.
It is begun.
No, 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 move, move. Don't get me stuck here. Thank you. Really needs health, but I'm gonna keep upping your strength. I just hear people screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm not doing anything about it.
That's like 90% of that game.
Please tell me you get a tactic slot. Thank you. Self. Any. Need you to taunt. You. Save here.
This guy's doing WWE 2022. He's already called up Braun Breaker. He brought back Braun Strowman.
Everyone's gone.
Austin Theory's in the Money in the Bank. Gargano. Owens. Jay Uso. Happy Corbin and Damian Priest.
That's in the Money in the Bank?
Yeah. And then... I'm going to assume this is current day WWE. I would assume that that's the case because he also has Edge with the Universal title and he has Jon Moxley facing him. He has Orton as the WWE champion. He's facing The Rock and Brock Lesnar.
That's an interesting matchup. It's not like I haven't heard that one before.
He's also he did a Braun Breaker versus Cody Rhodes 60-minute Iron Man on main event, then had Braun beat Cody Rhodes.
Well, that ended very, very quickly.
What happened?
I just died.
No.
It's strange that we
Unfortunate.
Yep. It usually works.
There's also a match we need to watch the highlights to. If you haven't already. Wheeler Yuta versus Danielson.
Things are just getting worse as we go on.
Have unusual powers.
Very well.
Moxley went against Biff Busick, and holy shit!
When
dude.
did he go against Biff Busick?
I assume they had a show today, and Busick was bleeding.
Very well.
Like leaking
It has
bad.
begun.
But it was him and Moxley, and Moxley beat him by KO. But it was like it was a bloodbath type match.
Tricked into a partial ritual. Curiosity unchecked.
Guess who was also at
Became groomed for
Bloodsport
this
8?
unfortunate apprentice.
Dookie?
Yup. Fans did what you would expect them to do. They had Bloodsport 8.
Very well.
This literally happened like 5 hours ago.
Did anybody die?
Nope. If anything, it looks like it was a really good show.
Very well. I shall do it.
What?
Brother.
Hello.
Brother.
I think that's a bit much.
As you say.
Dude.
Fuck.
Hi.
Just looking at highlights from Bloodsport.
Johnny Bloodsport. Johnny Bloodsport. I mean, I don't know about you, Cody, but I do like the sets.
You're not.
The pictures we have are like really early on. Like if you look at the picture, like there's literally like no barricades, like we don't know where, there's no one out, like there's nothing. There's like, they're barely putting the ramp down, like. I think it's too early to judge.
Guess who was at Bloodsport tonight?
Who?
John Hennigan.
Not advertised?
I don't know, but I didn't hear about it. But he was at Bloodsport and he beat Simon Gotch with a sleeper hold.
Of course he would take it slow.
Very well. As you say. I shall do it.
Very well.
I just told Cody basically like if it's not Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, the only way that fans won't be mad is if it's Mr. Bray Wyatt. That's the only way. If it's anyone else, I don't see the fans being happy.
I think they sent somebody out for a quick match.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so this was my gimmick. So I've heard that Shane McMahon is gonna be at Mania backstage, but not involved during the show, and he's expected to be in the Hall of Fame. But like that's it. He's not expected to be involved in anything. What I would do is have "Here Comes the Money," play, and he doesn't come out. And then they go backstage, and you see him laid out on the ground. And then Cody had the idea where he does the ear, it pans up, and we just see him doing the ear thing. And then the lights go out, and then we hear wrestling has more than one royal family. And then we get like a storyline between the McMahons and him.
That was an uncomfortable experience.
But
How many more floors are in this fucking tower?
It is most intriguing. Corruption, not unlike the dark spawns.
It must have been very difficult for you and your mother, Morgan, to live.
Bitch, don't be talking to my girlfriend, Morgan. Oh god.
Dexter Morgan?
Stuff I could sell. Hopefully when I get back I can buy that shit from that guy, because I really want that weapon.
There was nothing difficult about our lives in the slightest.
But surely you must have drawn notice from
did you see
no matter how powerful
Thomas?
you would not wish
That
the attention of the
It is time for everything is just as you
I forgot what I was saying.
night. Our love and our family is.
Do you hear something?
It is nothing. The children have finished.
I forgot what I was saying.
Intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that? All emotion is intangible.
But it is normally caused by something real of.
I saw his lonely.
A family where the wife and children are in reality the same person.
Apparently, you can get your desire, and
how long will you keep him in this stupor?
A short, blissful existence.
I'm really upset that like WWE didn't allow us to see the ceremony with the Undertaker live.
I fulfill.
Kind of had to be there, but
we are partners. I give him what no one else can.
I wish they would have like recorded it somehow. We could watch it.
Experience what it is to be.
But
What happiness?
you know who was there though?
I want nothing.
Our good old pal
I
RVD.
have what I need. All I
He showed me a picture of him with RVD.
Perhaps we will not. You have my thanks. If that
He got him to sign his championship.
we are going.
What's Moxley the champion of?
Probably GCW.
Is he?
Hold on.
And did he retain?
I'd entertain you, but
Let's see.
too much
Let's see what
effort
titles he
involved.
currently has.
He's just
Where's he currently
resting.
wrestling?
Wouldn't you like to just lay down?
Also, I've heard whispers about something,
You can resist.
and if true, it's holy shit.
Did he just send me to the paid?
Yeah, John Moxley's currently world champion. And then tag champions are the New Hate Club, which is Nick Gage and Matt Tremont.
I'm not disturbing you, am I?
And then the Ultraviolent Championship is Alex Colon.
Me? I just wanted to make sure you were happy here.
And they have an Extreme Championship, which is held by
These
AJ
grand halls
Gray.
were built by the first Grey
Women's
Wardens.
champion.
Isn't it breathtaking?
The last women's champion they had
It will
was
stand
Deonna
as a
Purrazzo.
testament to the
She
time
won it
when
June
the Grey
3rd,
Wardens
but
were needed
they
to fight the Darkspawn.
also never had it
The Darkspawn
after
are
she won
gone,
it.
remember?
They never defended
You were
it.
there in the last great battle.
And the JCW
it was a
titles
triumph
get
for all of
defended
us, bringing
every
down the
once in a while
Archdemon
on their
and setting
program.
the underground lairs ablaze. Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content? It seems only war and death will
This
satisfy.
is Moxley's first time with the belt. Nick Gage has had the belt twice since they've created Game Changer Wrestling. Before Game Changer Wrestling, it was the Jersey Championship Wrestling.
Give them the advantage.
Is it wrong for me to be extremely depressed? I'm not anymore, but like about one of my favorite shows ending.
Away with you. I shall have no more of your pestering.
Yeah, since I was 10 years old.
Do you? You are as
I will
much
also
my mother as my little.
be
Are you more clever
on
than
the
your
same
own
side
dear
of
mother? There. 'Tis you at last.
It's a show.
Come
They
and
come
rid me
and
of
go.
this vexatious spirit.
You know what
Good.
sucks though? I'm this upset, and they just finished filming. Can you imagine what I'm gonna feel like when I see the final credits? Like,
It's about time. Wait. What is this?
like the future is bright. Like I know some of the stuff that they're working on, but like, just I don't know. The mothership is just it's
great
just
to see you again.
gone.
I was just thinking
So
about
it's
you.
like,
This is my sister.
you go to these
Goldana.
spin-offs and
These
you're
are
always
her
like, oh,
children, and
mothership
there's
is still
more
there.
out somewhere. We're one big happy family.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's what everyone says.
I'm overjoyed.
Well, good
to
for
have
them.
my
They
little
need the
brother
rest.
back.
They've been filming
I'll
like
never let him out of
18
my
months
sight again.
straight
I don't think I'll be coming.
because of
I don't
COVID.
want to spend my
Fucks their
life-
schedule,
Alistair?
and they have
Say you'll stay,
strict due dates, so they had to like
For you.
just go constantly.
How can you
And
say that about
apparently,
You're acting really strangely.
the actors were
Right.
like exhausted. So
No.
finally happy they're done.
Wait. I remember
Yeah.
a tower. Are you saying this is a
Of course it's real.
something?
Also, I'm
quite
actually
right.
really excited for Pat's match.
She is.
No, he is out.
I think it'll be a big match.
Like, I'm curious how what Danny's gonna come out to. Imagine, I'll be fucking high. Imagine if they get the what's it called, the theme song that he loves. Like when they pay the
Yes. Well.
when they pay the fee just to have it for one night, you know? Seven Nation Army. Like, whenever they pay the rights for just one night, let them use it. That'd be cool.
Maker, forgive me. I failed them all. What about all this? Death. Can you not see it? It's all... Why was I spared? If not to help them, what use is my life? Leave me to my grief. I shall bury their bones, scatter their ashes. Your blatant disregard.
Like, they took a
Souls of
set
the dead
photo.
strikes me as being utterly... I do not know what
My
you
internet's
tried
being
to
poopy
tell.
right now. I don't
And
know
where
why.
were you when this happened? I trusted you as an app. I do not know what this will accomplish.
They took a set photo, like with the whole crew and everything.
Some time away from this place will help me think clearly.
I'm over here like analyzing who's there. And I have seen a couple faces that
Stay away, foul
are
creature.
pretty interesting.
Stay a win.
No,
I got Chandler Riggs, aka Carl Grimes, which if you watch the show, you will know he's dead. He's here. It could also be like he's just there, you know, to celebrate with the cast.
Is it over?
That could be a possibility. But then, in the very back, I see a man with a hat that looks like Morgan Jones, aka Lenny James. So Mr. Len, I think he is coming back, and he's coming back to the show that he started.
You made a dangerous.
You
So,
will not
we'll see.
hold us, demon.
If you go back quietly,
Or it can just be there celebrating with the crew.
I could make it like
Who knows?
the real world, if that's what you want. I made you happy and safe. Can't you think about someone other than yourself? I'm hurt. You wish to...
Tom, you know RBD, right?
Yes.
In the server?
Oh, well, I don't know him, but I've talked to
You
him.
know. Yeah. He's at WrestleMania, and like he invited me, but I'm like really kind of upset with him because when he bought it, I was at school, and I was like interested in going with them, but like they bought like really nice seats, and like they had like they had a seat like right like near him, like maybe like 2 rows up. But I would be all by myself. I'm like, I don't want to be all by myself. Like, so like, I wish I would have waited like maybe like an hour or two. That kind of ruined. That's the reason why I didn't go. They're really well edited. Oh god. Oh my god! What the hell?
What?
Go to the meme channel.
It's so fucking seamless, man.
You can't tell.
You can. It looks like it really happened.
And you're going through and you're expecting him. You know, you're just expecting a you know. Oh, I already seen this video, and I'm like what?
Posted a tweet. He said, "At Tony Khan, by any chance did you get Danhausen to
What do you think is going on, by the way, with his big surprise that Khan's telling everyone? Tomorrow. The thing is, I don't think a lot of people want to stick around because it's the Hall of Fame, and I know a lot of people that want to watch that. And the thing is, with Tony Khan, like, there's been times where, like, I don't think, I mean, it's Ring of Honor, like, it's a Ring of Honor event. I don't see a major crazy announcement happen. He's teasing it to be a huge announcement, but I don't, if it was a really big announcement, I feel like he would do it on Dynamite. Like, I don't know.
Take the litany of Adralla from my body.
Cody was saying it could be Cesaro. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty decent announcement, but, like, it's not huge, I feel like.
Every minute I was here, the slaughter.
Like, no offense to Cesaro,
I was never meant to say,
but, like, he's not like a holy shit kind of thing. Holy shit kind of thing would be like Bray Wyatt or something.
Thank you. I do not fear what my only regret is that take the litany off my body when you return. I can rest. I'm not a hero. Perhaps trying to be one was foolish. Dark times, great. Before I was taken to the circle, I hope I haven't disappointed her.
By the way, shout out to the Cowboys, my man. Like, Pat McAfee, you know how he does his show? He was having internet connection issues at Airbnb they had him at. So he has a SeatGeek sponsorship, and SeatGeek is like, you know, it's with AT&T Stadium. So he called SeatGeek. They called Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones said, "Yeah, come to my place." And so they set him up in a lounge at AT&T Stadium and has it like a badass set. Like,
I mean,
that's cool. They did it within 12 hours of like he did not have a big like it was a really quick turnaround.
you see where the Bengals are finally getting an indoor training facility?
That's kind of sad. That's actually sad. How do you
wanna
not
know
have
why?
one? Huh?
Because their owner doesn't give a shit about them, and just because they went to the Super Bowl, he's all of a sudden like, oh, okay, now I'll
Well, for the
actually.
now he's always been about the money. He's always been about the money, but now that he's realized, oh man, my team can actually do something. He's actually putting some effort in. The Cowboys, at their indoor facility at the Star, WWE's having the tryouts. And I've been to some high school football games in the place that they have their tryouts at. Bro, that is probably the nicest arena for high school football that I've ever seen. I'm like so jealous. It's like so nice. It can hold like 15, 20,000 people. Yeah, me too. Ollie Wagner went to the fucking Rams.
Russell Wilson's a Bronco.
Oh, all jacked up.
You know, there's only one more name that's in free agency that I would be really stoked if we got.
Honey Badger.
Is there our defense Honey Badger on it?
The thing is, I would love him, but our team's like really good at drafting, so I'm not really worried. But like,
I feel like a lot of teams this year was on the boat of F them picks.
I already know what's happening for my team in the draft. We're probably gonna take a lineman and then a receiver. And like people like, lineman, like, bro, I could not be happier if they pick a lineman. Literally, you know how much it can change your team if you find a good lineman. You know, that can change everything. If you have time to throw the ball, doesn't matter who's your receivers, they'll get open eventually. If your linemen give you time. I will say the Cowboys went from having one of the best offensive lines to these past couple of years having like a holding.
There's a lot of
false start. Why? Yeah. Are they in Dallas too?
Yeah. They run shows anywhere? Question mark. Their first couple of shows were
Carolina, right?
Yeah, Carolina.
What?
This trick again?
So far,
I know
they've
what
had
you are.
shows in
It
Jacksonville.
won't work. I will stay strong. Only
Wait, what the fuck?
How?
Huh?
Hold on. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. If this is real,
filthy blood
what the
mages
fuck?
getting in my head.
If this is real, what the fuck?
I will. Silence. Still here. But that's always worked before. I close my eyes. Don't blame me for being caught. Why have you returned to the tower? How did you survive?
What? So Bray Wyatt put on Instagram, I just got to Dallas. This place feels so alive. It makes me feel alive. This week in particular has always been a huge part of me. God damn, I miss this energy. I missed all of you too. I'm sure some of you have questions for me. I got answers. Here it is. I replied to 6 questions next hour. Keep in mind, I hate ruining surprises.
We must hurry.
It's his actual fucking. It's him. It's verified account. Is that Tony Khan's big surprise?
He suffered pain and anguish like few have.
No way he wasted Bray Wyatt on Ring of Honor, right?
To judge me, Mage.
No way.
Where did you see this?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Are you really saving anyone to ensure this horror is ended? To guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live?
Thank you. I knew you would make a rational decision.
Rational?
I know full well of the dangers of magic, but...
You know nothing! I am thinking about the future of the Circle, of Ferelden! I am just willing to see the painful truth! As you can see, I am in no position to directly influence your actions. Don't waste time on me, deal with Uldred, if that is what you plan to do. Once he is dead, no one ever make her turn his gaze.
I'm gonna look.
He would not say shit like that, right? You know how people would think?
Yeah. He could.
He could, but like...
He's probably... He could be in Dallas just because he wants to see the shows. There's no guarantee that he's going to be at any of the things.
The consequences of
Oh, he's here for WrestleCon. Okay. 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 Yeah, but the thing is, you never know. I mean, look at the Hardys. Remember, they had an event right before they debuted, at 33.
Get your hopes up, then you can get disappointed. If you don't get your hopes up, then you're not disappointed either way.
Bray Wyatt's one of my favorites.
Well,
So,
I mean, he's one of my favorites too.
Wherever he goes, I'll be happy for him.
I just want him to enjoy whatever he does. I don't want him to wrestle if that's not what makes him happy.
Why didn't WrestleCon announce him? That's kind of weird. Kind of crazy.
Ah, look what we have here. I remember you. Irving's star pupil. Aldred didn't think much of you then, and I certainly don't see your appeal now.
But it definitely makes sense that he would be at WrestleCon.
I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed...
Someone asked him, "Are you gonna wrestle again?" He said, "I will always love wrestling. I couldn't imagine spending the rest of my life without stepping in the ring again and hearing that roar again. I think about it often. Everything has to be in place, though. Like I said, timing is everything."
Never know.
And freeing them in the process. A mage is but the larval form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations. When look at them.
Double debut.
The chantry has them convinced. They deny them. Isn't that right?
Cody
It is a beautiful gift you have given us.
You're mad.
During the match, so I squad again.
He is gone.
He attacked.
I could give you this gift to win.
Seth Rollins.
But some people can be so stubborn.
It's also good to see him reply to the person asking about his health.
Yeah.
I'm saying that he's in a
And
good
what
place
good did that
mentally.
do? I still won. Wait, what do we have here? Why?
Wow, I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
Don't
I'm not
mind
doing
the
it.
blood. He's had a hard day.
What have you
Wild,
done
though.
to him?
Stop him.
You're a sly little fox, Irving.
Maybe at
That's enough out of
WrestleCon he
you, Irving.
like reveals like a project of
You'll
his or
serve me
something.
eventually.
Something to do with like
Your raw
short videos or
potential,
something around
with
his
the
character or
strength of the
something.
demon
Just something
behind
to
it
keep
would
his
be
mind busy.
unstoppable.
Danhausen and the Ass
I don't
Boys are
think
gonna
your
be at
opinion
WrestleCon.
Fight if you must.
Don't forget the litany. It will thwart Uldred's attempts to control.
I can't believe they want $100 though.
Sunday night. Surprise pass.
Who's all gonna be there? Atom Bomb is gonna be there. Adam Cole is gonna be there. Adam Arrow Boy's gonna be there. Arrow Star's gonna be there. Al Snow's there. Alex Coughlin, Alex Garcia. Gracio maybe. Alicia Edwards. Allie, Amber Nova, Andrew Anderson. Owen's gonna be there. Dina's gonna be there. Austin Aries. Nobody really cares there. As Bandito, Barbie Cape, Barbie Blank, Barry Horowitz. Billy Gunn's gonna be there. Blake True.
You mean the ass man?
Yeah. Mr. Ass. Him and his ass boys.
Some stupid name.
The Boogeyman, Booker T, Brandy Lauren.
That's another thing, like, yeah, like all these people, like, yeah, I mean, people would say, oh, then he's not gonna be in WWE because it's WrestleCon.
Irving, are you
Look
all
at
right?
Booker T. Booker T's there. He's gonna be at the pre-show. Like, it doesn't lock them out
thankful to be alive.
I mean,
I
I mean, Adam Cole is there for all 3 days. Or all 4 sessions that they're doing of the WrestleCon, so.
I mean, I'm just.
The Briscoes are gonna be there. Brian Pillman Jr. Britt Baker.
Uldred tortured these mages, hoping to break
Brooke
their wills and turn them
Tessmacher,
into
Brooke
abominations.
Hogan.
Tessmacher, I haven't heard her name in a long time.
Of course he'll
She's
say
with
that. He might be a
RDP
blood mage.
Promotions.
I am the Knight Commander here.
Brutus Beefcake is gonna be there. Buff Bagwell's gonna be there. I don't know if you've seen where Buff Bagwell's recently started using the internet again, but it's fucking hilarious.
We have won back the
Bully
tower.
Ray,
I will
Bushwhacker
accept
Luke,
Irving's assurance
Candice
that
Michelle,
all is well.
But they
Cassie
may have
Lee,
demons within them, lying dormant.
Celeste,
Enough. I
Charles
have already
Wright,
made my
Godfather,
decision. Thank you. You have
Cabo
proven
Guerrero,
yourself a
Chelsea
friend of
Green,
both the
Chris
Circle
Bay,
and
Chris
the
Hero,
Templars.
Chris Van Vliet's gonna be
I
there,
promised you
which is
aid,
fine.
But with the Circle restored,
He'll
my
probably be
duty
doing
is
a
to
lot
watch
of
the
interviews
mages.
while he's there.
They are free to help you, however.
Christian
Speak to them.
Cage, Christopher Daniels, Clark
Yes,
Connors, Colt
now, I will
Cabana,
have to
Crazy
oversee a
Boy,
sweep of
Curtis
the tower.
Axel's gonna be there.
Please excuse me.
Damien 666 gonna be there.
Here we are.
Danhausen is gonna be there, of course.
It's
Danielle
almost
Monette.
as though the Maker himself sent you.
Dave LaGreca is gonna be there. Deborah's
The
gonna
least
be
we can
there.
do is help you against the Darkspawn.
Diana Perrazzo is
would
gonna be
hate to
there.
survive.
Diamond Dallas Page is
You
gonna
of
be
all
there.
people
Dirty
should know
Dango's
that
gonna be
would
there.
you have
D'Lo's
my
gonna be
word.
there.
Irving,
Drago,
I have a
EC3,
request.
Bischoff,
I appreciate the
Redbeard,
sentiment,
Ernest
Irving.
Miller,
This man is
Uno,
brave and good, and
Aaron
capable
Solo,
of great
QT Marshall,
things. If he will accept my
Fight
help,
Panther,
I will
Finn
help
Juice
him
is gonna be
accomplish his
there.
goals.
Fodder,
You
Francine,
never
Fred
one to
Rosser.
stay.
Why stay when I can be
There's
of
a lot of
service
fucking
elsewhere?
people.
And I give you
the
leave
Fultons,
to follow.
Bobby
There
and
is
Jackie
much to
Fulton.
be done here, and I must go. You must forgive
Fuego
when
del
your
Sol's
time
gonna be
comes.
there. Gabby Laspisa, Gail
I'm
Kim,
glad I'm still
Garrett
alive.
Bischoff,
My men have scouted the tower.
Giselle
You are very
Shaw,
thorough.
the Good
I'm
Brothers,
impressed.
the Godwins, the Ass
In no
Boys,
time. I shan't.
Hannah Taylor, Harley
My men,
Cameron,
you are very
Heath is
thorough.
gonna be there.
And I am thankful you
The
arrived when you
Highlanders
did.
are gonna be there.
I
Hikuleo,
You
Hikuleo.
really killed.
I
I'm
think is
sure
how
you
you
need
say his
supplies
name.
after that, don't you?
The Gorilla of Destiny's brother. Hitmakers is gonna be there. Honky Tonk Man, of course. Of course, Honky Tonk Man's gonna be at a signing. Hayan, Izzy Mania, Jackie Haas is gonna be there. Jacob Fatu, Jacqueline, Jake Roberts, Jay White. Jay White's there for the 4 sessions, and he's also there for the New Japan Pro Wrestling signing that they're doing. Jazzy Yang is there. JBL, Jeff Hardy, Jarrett, Jerry Lawler, Jessica McKay, Jim Duggan, Jimmy Wang Yang, JJ Dillon, John Morrison.
JJ Dillon.
Yeah, JJ Dillo's gonna be there. He's listed as 2012 Hall of Famer instead of, fucking manager for the Four Horsemen. John Schuyler, Gargano's gonna be there. Moxley, Jonathan Gresham, Jordan Grace, JTG, Juice Robinson.
When is Gargano there? What days?
The 3rd and 4th.
Oh, I was about to say, like, if it's tomorrow or something, that's kind of crazy. Because he's streaming right now.
The Blight. How
Yeah, I
will you
am.
end it?
No.
Gargano.
Gargano is streaming right now. He was saying it would have been weird if he was supposed to be at the show.
It is surrounded by
or
an
the
ocean of
WrestleCon
darkspawn. How will you
tomorrow if
reach
he
it?
was.
If you reach it,
I
how will
probably
you
should
play
have
it?
moved while
You
streaming
say
while you
are
guys talked
pretty
about
well.
wrestling.
I have heard stories of this
Oh, they
order.
like it.
Jushin Thunder Liger, Camille
Great
Brickhouse, Karen
strategists
Jarrett,
and peerless
Carl
warriors.
Fredericks,
That is what we hear
Katie
of the
Forbes,
Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Ken Anderson, Kevin Matthews.
Will you make that excuse to the
The
Archdemon?
Killer Bees
or
are
the
going to be
victims
there.
it
Hell
claims in
yeah.
the meantime?
Let's go.
Damn, fucking
You
Sten.
called.
Kevin
I
Sullivan.
am hardly surprised. Very well.
This dude's being fucking harsh with me.
The circle of Magi stands ready to assist.
King
There
Mortez
are
is going to
always
be there.
areas to improve.
Kurt Angle. La
Very well.
Rebellion, which is Mecha Wolf and Bestia. Lady Frost.
You are
Lex
wise
Luger,
to
Lillian.
invest in the circle of Magi stands
Nia
ready
Jax,
to assist.
but she's
Grey
going there under Lena Fanene.
Fanene, I think it is.
Something on your mind?
Once A Dorado's
Of
gonna
course.
be there. Lisa Marie Veron, which is
Looking for little old me?
Victoria. Lita's gonna be there. Lufisto. Maria Canellis is gonna be there. Mark Henry, Mascara Dorada is gonna be there.
Generous gift.
You know what's crazy?
Thank you,
Mascara Dorada is listed as 4-time CMLL World Welterweight
Rest.
Champion instead of anything else.
Yes, yes. As you may have noticed,
Matt
I'm
Cardona
roasting
is gonna be
chicken.
there. Maven. Dude, Maven's at every
But in all
signing
honesty,
imaginable.
I do not know how many, but there is always
Mia
something
Yim
else
is
to
gonna
do.
be there.
And I have
Mickey
to keep going
James,
in order
Mike
to do
Rotunda's gonna be there. Minoru
I think I
Suzuki's
will be
gonna be
glad-
there.
Oh, I don't
Missy
know.
Hyatt's gonna be there.
re- Have
Nick
you
Aldis is
encountered
gonna be
many
there.
abominations
Enzo's gonna
apart
be
from the
there.
ones in the Circle Tower?
Paul White is
The
gonna be
first
there.
time I saw an abomination,
One Man
it was
Gang
the
is gonna be
knowledge
there.
that I could easily become
Pete
one of
Rose is
them
there.
that
Penta El
frightened me the
Ceremero.
most. Every
The
mage
Powers
is
of Pain,
vulnerable, no
Barbarian
matter
and
how
Warlord are gonna
accomplished
be
or
there.
powerful.
Psycho
One
Clown's
slip.
gonna be there. Rachel
All it
Elring's
takes
gonna
is
be
one
there.
slip,
Ren
and
Narita
everything you
is gonna
are
be
is
there for the New
simply
Japan
gone.
signing.
And
Ray
there is no
Phoenix is
turning
gonna be
back.
there.
Or at least
Flair.
that's what they say.
Ricardo Rodriguez is gonna be there.
Of late, I
Rikishi,
have
Road
begun to
Dogg,
wonder,
Rob Van
or
Dam, Rock
if
and
a
Roll
mage could
Express,
be
Rocky
so possessed
Romero,
and
Ron
still retain
Simmons,
their sanity,
Rory Fox,
their
Rosemary,
humanity.
Ruby Soho, Sabu, Selena
Yes,
De La Renta,
it is madness and
Sam
I don't think
cruelty
you
that
Houston.
need to.
define
You don't have
abomination.
to name
I
every
never
single
saw that.
person.
I'm about to.
My
Irving
goodness.
told me about how you
Samurai Del
became a Grey
Sol,
Warden,
Scarlet Bordeaux,
and that
Scotty Tuhati,
unpleasant
Sean
incident that
Waltman,
occurred prior
Sergeant
to your
Slaughter, Shane
departure from the
Douglas, Shane
circle.
Moore, Sean
Yes, I'm sure
Stasiak.
you do.
Now
And
that's
I
where the
respect
content
that.
is. Sean Stasiak's there.
Irving told me he was relieved Duncan was still
Sankara,
willing to recruit you.
Slick,
But that
Smash,
aside,
SoCal
you're a
Val's
Grey
gonna be
Warden
there.
now, and perhaps I presume too much by
Fuck
saying
Sonny
this.
Ono.
But the circle is proud of you.
The
You
Cat,
are a true
Stacey
child
Carter's
of the
gonna be
circle.
there.
Raw power.
Steiner Brothers are
Sometimes
gonna
it
be
gives me
there.
comfort to think
Swoggle.
that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. You were chosen.
Of course, Tammy
You
Lynn Cinch
survived
is
the.
gonna be there.
I must
Taryn Terrell's
ask,
gonna be there.
what does
Tasha
being a Grey
Steele,
Warden mean
Satanka,
to you?
Taya Valkyrie. Taylor Rotunda's gonna be there.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a
Ted
Grey.
DiBiase
Ultimately,
and
being a
Ted
Grey
DiBiase
Warden is
Jr.
about
Both of them
serving
are gonna be
others,
there.
about serving all
Dashwood,
people, whether elves or
Allison
as a
Kay
Grey
and Marty
Warden,
Bell,
you are a guardian of men,
The Righteous,
and you guard them
Thunder
because
Rosa,
they continued.
TJP,
Thus, it is you who serves, not they. A good king,
Tom
a true
Hannafin,
king
the
who
voice of
cares
Impact
for his
Wrestling,
land. The king who does
Tom
not do this,
Lawyer,
who believes that he is entitled to
Dreamer,
his power, who abuses
Ishii,
it and uses it for
Tony
his
Storm,
own means, is a tyrant.
Tori Wilson,
If you live
Trish,
apart from others,
Tully,
and your actions affect,
Ultimo, Velvet
power,
Sky, Vicky,
influence,
Virgil,
the drop causes ripples, and
W.
ripples
Morrissey,
spread.
Weston Blake,
I've
Regal,
lectured enough.
and Yuya
You're
Yamura.
quite taken with each other, aren't you?
And
well, she's hardly
that's it.
discreet. The way she looks at you, it's
Just
as
a couple
though
of
she's
people.
completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist.
But yeah,
I've
they have a
noticed your
separate.
blossoming
They're having a
relationship.
separate,
She is a cunning woman, a
like New Japan
Maleficard.
signing.
She will use
That's
you for
going to
her own
happen like
ends.
separate from the 4 sessions
I
that they're
am telling
doing.
you what I see and what my instincts tell me. You are a Grey Warden.
If that makes sense.
You have responsibilities, which love is
They've got the
ultimately
4
selfish.
sessions,
It
and then
demands
they
a
got
Grey
the
Warden cannot afford to be
New
selfish.
Japan one that's separate.
You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do? Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be... If you... I have... What's on your mind? Oh, yes, and thank you for asking. I'm feeling much better today. Well, thank you for your kindness, my dear. What's
Do you
on
think
your
within
mind?
the next couple of years India has its own wrestling, or
Is something troubling
India?
what this popular wrestling's gotten
you? You are
in India?
one of the 2 surviving Grey Wardens. It may not mean
maybe.
much to you, but thank you.
I mean, I know who would be the
and that.
person that would probably endorse
Have you
it to
heard
get
much
people
about
to
the
show
Grey
up.
Wardens of old?
Who? Kali.
Griffins.
You have Kali be like the
Alas,
promoter
that
for
seems
it,
to be the
'cause
only thing people remember from the tales.
that'd be their
Unfortunately,
easiest way
they've
to
all
get people
passed
to show
back
up
into
is
the
having
Maker's
him
hand. It was said that watching
be
the
the one to-
Wardens ride in on their white griffin, the Grey Wardens were powerful, feared. I remember a tale that was told to me many years ago. The blight had ravaged the land for months.
I'll be right
and
back.
As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned, and it was then, when courage seemed to... They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums and stood before the armies of men. The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the... And then, demanding neither... When the clouds finally rolled back and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they... This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses. This knowledge has been blessing and... What's on your mind? No, you won't. Because you were not looking for the answer, but for someone to tell you that in spite of it, you wonder sometimes, don't you? If your life would be better if you weren't who you... I didn't. Not for a long time. When I was a young woman in the tower, I came to the real family, love, a simple life. These were things that others took for granted. It made me very moody. All I could think of, I started hating my life and myself, and one night I found myself in the tower's chapel. I must have looked tearful or made some noise, and because I had no one else to talk to, but she told me that the Maker puts us all on our paths for a reason, and fighting our intended course. I thought the old biddy was full of rubbish, but I always found my way back to that chapel. We were supposed to be polar opposites, mage and priest, but we weren't. There was much about us that was the same. The revered mother had lived in the chantry. She taught me that you can find your family in the people, and there is joy even in self-sacrifice. If you put others before yourself, then there will be. You can scream and cry and be this. What's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my ability. It has been almost a year, hasn't it? Do you miss the tower at all? You can take a mage out of... He was joking, but there is some truth to the statement. A mage never really leaves the... Yes, even though you are a Grey Warden now. You represent both mages and Grey Wardens, and your actions may reflect well or badly on both groups. Remember? Oh, but listen to me go on. You start a conversation, and I've been mentoring apprentices for so long. What's on your mind? I will answer to the circle is in good hands. For now, I will support those that battle the Darkspawn. I do feel I left things the Grey Wardens. And after that, if I am still left standing, then I will return to the circle. Perhaps. What's on your mind? I will answer to... People don't become mages. They are born. I was brought there by the Templars, just like many of the other apprentices. I set a boy on fire. I didn't have a family. I never knew my real parent. I was found, and the farmer's wife was kind enough not... The eldest son was the worst. He was... And I don't know how it happened, but one day, he just found his hair on fire. I had singed his hair and eyebrows, but injured little other than his... Thankfully, all I had to endure was a few nights locked. The Templars arrived several mornings later. One of them ignored me, but the other was kind to me. He gave me sweets, and even sat me... I'll never forget the moment the Templars led me into the... I stopped being afraid then. I knew I was home. We were the lucky ones. I learned very quickly that for every apprentice in the tower, there was probably one who never even lived to see the Templars come. No child, not even a mage child, is a match for an angry mob trying to place blame for a failed superstition. And, well, that's about all there is to... What's on your mind? I will answer.
It speaks. It doesn't on the...
I have a thought. We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of Magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from... What is this? The grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be... You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately. Return it? Indeed not. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn... We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. So,
Something on your mind?
Wow.
What?
So Sean Ross is reporting that Triple H was backstage for an emotional talent meeting where there was a huge good news about WWE superstars and third-party income. Are they getting Twitch channels back? Are they going to be allowed to have their Twitch again?
yes.
What it sounds
Yes.
like. That's good news.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banon that you step down from
Holy
the
shit.
Regency.
It's probably unlikely,
They
but
are
what if
said
the
to be
Fiend
gathering their forces, as are
costs
your
Roman the
allies.
title?
It appears it will be civil war after all,
And, like, the
despite
Fiend
the
does this whole gimmick
Darkspawn.
of like,
Pity.
you never beat me
I also have an interesting report.
for the title.
There seem to be Grey Wardens
Roman
who
never
survived
beat me.
Ostagar.
I think it was Braun.
How, I don't
There was
know.
a triple threat
But they
between
will
Braun,
act against
Bray,
you.
Roman.
I have arranged for a solution. With your leave.
You get to, like, you
The
don't-
Antivan
I
Crows
don't know.
send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
I shall do so.
I shall do it. I shall do it. As you say. It is begun.
I fell. For a moment there, I thought it was all over. I I will explain everything.
Welcome back. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move. I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you... Even if the truth is... Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make... King Arlen sounded like a rock, but in spite of it all, we've a big... Hard to believe they were I've not a peep from him, but I keep telling the children to stay away. So
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Our family owes you a great deal.
You? Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend. Nothing. My family owes you much. And so it shall be. I must rest after... Warden?
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found? 'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map. Disturbed? Yes, perhaps. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries. Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout Chase, and now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own. I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in. There is only one possible response to this. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it. Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but the thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours. I am grateful.
What's on your mind? I will answer to the... What's on your mind? It is... Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Pigeon crap. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help.
Back.
Apparently fighting Triple H was backstage for That's the news.
doing
rather
before we
thought I
book?
would wake up dead, or not
I'm
wake
sorry?
up at all, as the case
What
may
all
be.
did you say you were going to do
But
before
I
we
see
booked?
you haven't killed me yet.
I don't know. We didn't really have anything planned.
Well, I was just waiting on you because you said you were going to
So
finish
I'm to
something
be
up.
interrogated.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Let me save you some time.
I'm in a cutscene.
My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends.
I mean, I already know
am
what
a
I
member
want
of
to
the
book.
Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens,
Just
which
whenever.
I have failed at. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it. I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest. I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual. Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to... Oh, well, that's between Logain and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself. Isn't that what we're establishing now? I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logain of... If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then. What can I say, huh? Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Consider it something I'm throwing. As it is, if you're done with the interrogation, I have a proposal for you, if you're of a mind. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you. I happen to be a very loyal person. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing. In which, to be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, well, let's see. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I'm yours.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were dead...
Consider it done.
I will help however I can.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say? Which one, I wonder? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time? That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you... We believe what we want to believe. Shame. What will it be, then? It is a dance, poor Flemeth. Come. She will earn what she... Lovely Morrigan. Oh, you think you're the first to come, full of righteousness and bluster. If only that were so. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids? Choice. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Shame. What will it be? It is a death. Come.
Yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough for this. It's not yet.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier. You should know that something happened. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon. No, I'm not undead. If I were, I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It took everything I had to defeat it. And I remember my life ebbing away. And then I sensed a presence. I was being held back. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small... The Fade contained spirits, both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits... It was one of these spirits that saved me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time. Yes. What's on your mind? I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I could sense the demons, too. I've always been able to feel the spirits. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade. I suppose it always felt like the same, and I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles. I don't know why. I like to think that I was given a rare chance. And I will not lie motionless in it. And so you had better listen to me, because I swear, What's on your mind? Cure me? What, am I sick now? Even you know that you cannot cure the... Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death, people fear. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? What's on your mind? I try not to dwell too much on them, but I do have one. Years ago, I was assigned. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans. What Anarin needed was time. I gave him no such time. I expected too much from him too quickly. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing... Oh, very... Patience is what is needed. Anaran ran away from the Circle one. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery. They called him Maleficar. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I should have. He talked about the alienage sometimes. And the Templars are well trained. The apprentices that came after Anaran benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, and there it is. What's on your mind? I will answer.
Alright. I'm going to end the video here. It was a 2-hour stream. At least we got the Circle of Magi done. Baby steps. And Lemeth is just going to have to wait because she destroys me at every opportunity she can. So, not happening. Not yet. It is Dragon Age after all.